we have asked one of the students of this graduating class to share words and to share comments with you today. A young man who is a father, a young man who benefited from resources in our community, for example, the Family Scholar House in parenting his children, a young man who is a servant of the Lord and a great student of Simmons. Would you welcome at this time our student speaker today, Brother Channing Banks, graduate of Simmons.
Discovering I had been chosen in this capacity, I was humbled as my inner defender and critic wrestled over the rationale. My inner guide spoke to me as Uncle Mordecai to Esther, saying, maybe you have been chosen for such a time as this to share your story. So here it goes. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging wait, that one's taken, sorry. But maybe some young man needs to know that you can leave the street life and you can make it. Or maybe there is some single parent out there that is struggling to do the best to raise their child, or you've had a financial windfall, or you may have fallen on homeless times, or you may be struggling with a secret addiction or depression, or you may have lost the love of your life, or you may have lost a loved one to a terminal illness or gunned down in the street, or you may be from out of town and just gotten homesick. But if I can make it through all these circumstances in a 4-year span, then so can you. Or maybe you failed along the way and you feel like it's impossible and you've contemplated quitting. Well, impossible is not a fact, it is an opinion. Failure is not a person, it is an event. I too contemplated quitting one time when they took the pictures down in the heritage room. I was inconsolable for days until I realized they were just painting the room. But it is those pictures that are the essence and the heart and soul of our university. And looking at those pictures, I can't help but to know that I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Power shows and dripping gold inside my DNA. So on this day, be encouraged, be enlightened, but be empowered and claim our day, May the 21st, 2017, as other significant events on this day. Whether it is Lewis and Clark beginning their journey led by a free slave by the name of York, or Amelia Earhart completing her trip around the world, or Muhammad Ali defeating Henry Cooper for the heavyweight title, or Seattle Slew winning the Kentucky Derby. Maybe this is the beginning of your journey. Maybe nobody thought that you would accomplish this feat, or maybe this is your day to shake up the world. But since this is also my day, I had to make the announcement that if anybody were to write my life story, for whatever reason that may be, let them know that Jesus is the best thing that happened to me. Now, as I take my seat, if it had not been for my church family at the Elam Baptist Church, the Louisville Family Scholar House, and this great university, I don't know where my family would be. So I leave you with a charge and a question as I take my seat. The first is a charge from our own Reverend Dr. Cosby, and that is, if our ancestors can accomplish all of this through a crack, what more can we do through an open door? So Simmons Nation, rise up. Simmons Nation, rise up. One more time for the Holy Ghost. Simmons Nation, rise up. Now answer this question for